Welcome, welcome. Good morning, my beautiful YouTube family. Thank you for being here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Happy Thursday, happy whatever day of the week it is when you are finding me. I did just go live and record about a 25-minute message for our Patreon community, our private soul tribe. Know that whenever I hop live here on YouTube, there's an extended message, a further message in Patreon for our subscribers, our members. Link for that is in the pinned comments below, in the description box, wherever that is, up below, whatever. So yeah, if something speaks to you in this message, I will share just a bit about what came through in that message. Lots of synchronicities. We did dive in and get a little bit of a message for this new moon, this Taurus new moon we are approaching this weekend. And as always, if you are wanting some personal guidance, you want a personal reading, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, if you would like access to the video series, the course I created, that's like a self-paced course. You can purchase it, one-time purchase, it's forever yours, and you can work at your own pace. All about mastering thyself, right? Becoming the empowered version, the empress, the emperor of your own life. Just all about inner authority, leading our life from the inside out, which is basically and all of the ways in which I have used to heal myself over the last 5 years. So yeah, if that sings to you, or if you're wanting further information, just some details about it, drop a comment and I will get back to you. And then yes, if you would like to receive a message that is more tailored for you, your personal life, you can make that intention known energetically. You can speak it out loud. You could drop a comment below if you have a question. You could subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified when I go live again. And by doing either one of those things or both, whatever, it's like an energetic exchange. Yeah, you're more likely to receive a personal message for yourself here. On that, in Patreon, it's a smaller community, and so you're even more likely to receive a message that will fit for your life. There was one other thing I wanted to say, but I think I lost it. Oh, on these messages, on, if something resonates for you, great. Take what applies and let the rest fly. I like to say that, but it's been a while since I've repeated that. Don't force a message to fit for your position, your situation. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. So if it fits, great, it's probably for you. If it sings to you, if it resonates, and if it doesn't, it's probably for someone else. Or maybe it's a message that will make sense for you in the future. Maybe it's speaking on a future timeline or a potential timeline for you. So just know those are all options. And at the level of energy, time does not exist. We aren't here on a linear journey. Yeah, this is not a linear path, I guess is really all I'm trying to say. And just on intention, this came through strongly in Patreon. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here. But it's been coming through, right? Not just this morning, but throughout the past couple of weeks, months, on being intentional with our movement, awareness, mindfulness. Why am I doing the thing, right? And then also doing the thing just for the joy of it. Create just for the joy of it, right? Just to feel the feeling, feel the experience of spirit flowing through you, being inspired in spirit, right? And releasing outcomes, expectations, doing it again, just because it feels good here, just because we know that our attention, our intention, our energy, and our focus is everything, and how we feel is also everything. Feeling good is the payoff, because you can rest assured if you're feeling good here, more will come, more good will come later, right? Like we can't get to a happy end goal or a happy result being unhappy here. That's just not how it works. So find something, find a blessing, find a lesson, find the light at the end of the tunnel, find the wisdom, whatever you are being shown this week, but always, but especially going forward. Think of it as like the perfect storm, right? The universe is always life is giving us opportunities, our creator, God, source, whatever terminology you want to use, right? We are always being given the perfect opportunity to express ourselves, to expand, to evolve, and to experience life. And the whole purpose here is to grow beyond who we have been. Self-authority, self-mastery, inner authority, self-responsibility, right? Like becoming our own savior. I think it was Joseph Campbell who says this, the hero's journey, right? Becoming the hero of our own life. It's like working our way up the chakras, right? We start at the base, at the root chakra, and we get our safety from our tribe when we are first born, brought into this earth experience, but at some point we've spiritual maturity, maturing means working our way up and discovering our personal power, and stop blaming others for what has played out in our life, right? Like, every experience that you have had has been perfectly divine for you. It's been perfectly orchestrated, curated for you by the divine and by the higher aspects of yourself. I love to say this. I love to remind myself of this. Bad day for your human is probably a really good day for your soul. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. If you're just tuning in, you could let us know where you're tuning in from, how you're feeling in this energy. I do love this group chat, community chat feature. It just allows those of us, many of us, right, are isolated in our own spaces and places in the physical world. And so the internet, social media, this is the way we can use it for good, right? For community, for collaboration, for coming together here. Unity, yeah. Life force communication, circle of eternal joy here, and divine mother, nurturing compassion, grace. How can you be more compassionate with yourself through these shifts? Grace came through in Patreon as well. The energy of grace, right? Like, life force energy is what fuels us all alike, right? It's neutral, but to be infused by divine intelligence, divine wisdom, that is the energy of grace. And I actually just started reading this. I finished Anatomy of the Spirit yesterday, and now I'm reading this Invisible Acts of Power here by Carolyn Misson. All about the grace energy here and how the ripple effect, how what we do affects not just others, but all others, the interconnectedness of us all, right? Let's tap in with our spirit animal deck and just see if there's any animals that want to come through, that are prominent, that are guiding us right now. And if you're just tuning in and you missed it, I said at the beginning, I just recorded about a 25-minute message for our subscribers, our Patreon community, our private soul tribe. So link for that is in the pinned comments below and the description box as well. And I'm also available for personal guidance, personal readings, if that's something you're wanting. The elephant spirit, I love it. Many stories about elephants have been coming through in the past couple of weeks for me. I saw this one, there was an earthquake somewhere, and this video was being shared across many platforms, how these the adult elephants just circled around the baby elephant, and it was just the sweetest thing here. We can learn much from the animals, right? They don't have the human mind in the way to think about how am I going to be perceived, and is this they don't have the human mind to inject doubt into their experience, right? They just move based off of intuition and don't second guess themselves. We could learn much from them and learn from the past here. Yeah, everything we have been through was for our benefit. This came through strongly in Patreon with Saturn energy in the mix here. Life is happening for us, not to us. It's for your benefit. And snake spirit here, time to heal. I love that. Year of the snake here, right? And 5/5 is also change here. 5/5 could be change. So yes, I love that so much. Beautiful. So that might be significant for you, but just shedding the old, right? Grieving our losses, accept what is dying, kept coming through in Patreon. But yes, much is changing. Getting comfortable with change this year. I've been saying it. I'm going to continue to say that. If you are unfamiliar with change, time to get yourself familiar. Start dipping your toes in, gradually taking baby steps. Switch up your routine, maybe the route you take to work, maybe the order in which you do things in the morning, taking the, walking, I won't say walking on the other side of the road because there's usually guidelines about that. I don't want to interfere with your safety, but maybe sleep on the other side of the bed, right? Like I said, switch up your routine, do things. Typically, we do things in the same order in the morning or with our routines because we kind of get on autopilot. I'm going to put the elephant and the snake back in there, actually. See if we get them again. But yeah, so, just switching up the order in which you do things, that's enough to allow the energy to shift, to allow change to come in, the universe to surprise and delight you. But yeah, all of the outside planets are changing signs. We have Saturn changing signs next month, Uranus changing signs in July. We just had Neptune change signs like 3 weeks ago. And with that, what makes it even more powerful, potent, is it's at the Pisces Aries axis and the retrograde that goes back and forth, but that's right at that 0 degrees, which is creation energy, blank slate, clean slate, fresh start energy, however you want to say that. So the choices you make now matter. Be intentional action, right? Yeah. Believing in ourselves, knowing for you to validate your own gifts, your own knowing, that's all that matters. Inner source, right? Source from within. Again, learn from the elephant, learn from the animals, and don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt the messages you are receiving. You are a more clear channel than you were in the past because you've done the healing. So you can trust those nudges, trust what you're feeling. And also moving beyond the mind, cognizing, making it logical or reasoning it out, and just trusting what we are feeling, even if it doesn't make sense, especially when it doesn't make sense. Take a time out. And when you're feeling cloudy, confused, unsure, is always no for now. Wait until you are clear. Eliminating rushing, urgency. This came through, I shared this in Patreon, but this came through, I think, after my workout today, or maybe it was yesterday. I always receive many of my downloads. I'm just tuned in, tapped in, turned on, especially during my workouts. It's where I find myself and I lose myself. I get, the best clarity, the best high after a workout. And I have tried all of the non-healthy, illegal highs as well. So trust me when I say working out is truly a lifesaver, the secret sauce. Like I said the other day, I don't know how y'all that don't know anything about astrology or have spiritual practices or don't have a wellness routine, ways you pour into yourself, ways you nourish yourself. I don't know. Are y'all all right out there? How are you even functioning? Because that's the only thing keeping me sane. But what came through in my workout now here? Well, this isn't what I was going to say. Oh, well, I guess I'll say two things here. So rushing is no longer a part of my behavioral language. So maybe that sings to you. Maybe that resonates for you. And also boundaries. Is there somewhere you need let's get a different deck out here. Somewhere you need to implement boundaries. Maybe we'll get a little tarot story. Just give us an idea. Give us a feel for the energy for the next few days. I don't like to go much further than that because things are changing so much. What's true today might not be true tomorrow, and etc. But boundaries, places where it's the hardest for you to say no, to implement those boundaries, are probably the exact places where they are the most necessary, most crucial for you to do so. So just remind yourself of that when situations like that are popping up for you. Let's get a little tarot story, see if there's anything else I can tell the beautiful YouTube collective here tuned in, and then we'll probably get a chakra card for us in case you want to dive a little deeper and do a guided meditation. Wow, I love it. So 2 of the 3 cards are the same ones we got in Patreon. Yeah, this spark of creation, Ace of Wands energy, Ascension, Aries energy, and utilizing it, using this energy to unstuck ourselves. 8 of Swords is, needing to cognize, rationalize everything. We don't need to. We understand now it's a job for the heart, for feeling. 10 of Pentacles energy, legacy vibes. This is what we are here for. And then we had a 3 for 5 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and Knight of Swords. So we're no longer crying over spilled milk or what happened, what played out in the past. We're not wasting our time or energy on what could have happened, what should have happened, whatever, blah, blah, blah. How we could have done things differently. And we're also not future tripping, over analyzing the future, right? We're understanding that things are changing. What's true today may not be true tomorrow. So as long as we're inner sourced, right? We have courage, confidence. We're not doubting our own abilities or who we are. And this being intentional movement. Knight of Swords is like laser focus, eliminating distractions, just being laser focused on your soul aligned yeses. And blinders up to what is a no, blinders up to what is causing confusion, blinders up to where there is no clarity right now, right? And assuming that clarity will come if it's meant to, but for now it's a no. So yes, I'm going to get us a chakra card here and then bid us farewell. I think I'll probably go on TikTok here in a bit and do a few mini readings. So if that's something that interests you, you could head on over there with us. works better to answer comments and do mini readings, and we can do the energy exchange through Venmo. Oh, I also have Cash App and PayPal, so there's some other options. Facebook Pay. I can also send you a link, text you, send a link to your phone number so you can enter a credit card or a debit card, but there is an additional fee with that, just because there's an additional fee for me with that. So anyways, if you wanted to be an eager beaver and dive a little deeper, you could do a root chakra meditation, which makes sense. Feeling safe and secure in our place and space, right? If we don't feel secure, if we don't feel inner sourced, then we can't create, right? Then we're going to be clinging and reaching to the external, looking for our safety and our security. We forget, right? We get caught up in the mind, which is easy to do, right? We've been living from our survival drivers for the majority of our life here. And so to switch to being intentional, to being aligned, to trusting our inner world to create from the inside out is a switch, right? And so it's a gradual transition. It's not like, oh, I know this, I'm aware of this, and now forevermore it's not an issue for me. No, we slowly integrate it. Like I shared in Patreon as well. It's one thing to be aware of something, to cognize a new awareness, to understand it at the mind level. It's a whole nother thing to integrate it and embody it and have it become part of who you now are and your wisdom that you carry with you forevermore. So give yourself grace, compassion, right? And not just yourself, but others. All others are just another version of you, dressed in another outfit, right? So it reminds me of this Khalil Gibran quote I just shared yesterday. It's something to the effect of everyone you meet, your neighbor, even the person in rags or in shambles, like to not judge, because we are all an aspect of the divine, just different fractals of the same source. So understanding, no judgment, compassion, and when you're able to offer that to yourself, the extension of it to others just happens naturally. So anyways, I'm rambling, wishing you a beautiful weekend. I will be back again, probably beginning of next week. Sending so much love. Reach out if you're needing something.